I need y'all to take in this quote, right, that I came up with, right? And, you know, the beauty of life is that how I came across just this download of this quote is me just, you know, having that faith in my divine timing, no matter what it may look like to other people, you know, no matter what, because only I know thyself more. I may not be as grounded as I should be, but I know thyself more than anybody watching me on a video screen or anybody outside of myself can ever know me, because you wasn't there when I was 3 years old. You wasn't there when I was 5. You wasn't there when I was 8. You wasn't there when I was 11. You wasn't there when I was 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, right? Y'all met me when I was 23 turning 24, right? And most people that I'm walking outside and bumping into in New York City just day to day doing my job, Uber Eats, that was their first time meeting me. And I'm 26 years old, 6 months into being 26, about to turn 27 in this coming July. So people don't know you, bro. Understand that and take this in, you are. Hate, you know, I want to say a few things, right? Shout out to Faith. We had a conversation and she told me something. She was like, them people on that channel can never really understand you, like how somebody like me or just even anybody, you know, could better understand me in real life. But especially her, obviously. But, you know, what she said was, she was like, there's a certain type of pureness and innocence in your eyes that you can't really see on that camera, that you can see when I'm with you in real life. She was like, every time I came from Toronto to come visit you, I was always stunned and shocked by your presence. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, pretty much what she's saying is that y'all just don't really feel my presence. But I can tell you this, I guarantee you that if anybody has ever met me in real life, put it down in the comments and tell them what you felt when you met me. And I guarantee you it was probably a lot different than what you see on this screen. So understand and take this in. When you're looking at somebody like me or looking at anybody, don't look with your 2 eyes and look with your third eye. Never try to read somebody on a physical level through a camera, because you can't do that. But a lot of y'all don't understand that because y'all don't have street smarts. You only watch videos with your third eye. And you can use all 3 of your eyes in real life, right? But there's no need to use your 2 eyes on a camera, because your 2 eyes can only see, you know, through, bro, just don't worry. Anyway, let me get to the quote, right? Hate can only come from people beneath you. Hate can't come from somebody that's doing better than you. So understand that any weird type of energy that you've ever gotten from somebody that came off as like cringy and like, you know, you get the energy, you just start feeling cringe within your spirit. You just like, that's usually what knocked me off my square, if I'm gonna be honest. It don't necessarily be that I be actually affected. It be just even the fact that you even attempted. It's like, what if I wasn't as strong as I was and you really just thought that you could send me that negative energy and get me ungrounded and that would have satisfied you, bro? Like, ew, you a disgusting being. For you to even attempt something like that, I spit on you, you disgusting piece of, ugh. It looked like I'm getting slopped up on camera. You can't see what's going on. That's what it looked like. I'm trying to be cool, but I'm getting slopped. Like, that's how, bro, it's so cringe. Oh my God. That's what be getting me. It's just cringy. You dig? But this download that I got today helped me put some things in perspective, and I wanted to make this clip for whatever video I end up putting together, just to share with you guys. Hate can only come from people beneath you, right? Because anybody that has truly risen above adversity would especially be able to understand somebody like me. You see, the love that I get outweighs the hate. I just got a random $100 donation at 3 o'clock in the morning. Somebody just randomly sent me $100 for no reason. The love outweigh the hate. It's not because of the money, it's because of the gesture. See, I don't look at it like it's the gesture of that you even are willing to send somebody like me going through what I'm going through with the intentions that I have, and you could resonate with my intentions, and you sent me what you sent me. I fuck with you and I love you for that, King. You know who you are. I appreciate you. I appreciate anybody that sent me that. And it's not even about the money, it's about the intention. I appreciate y'all. The love outweigh the hate because I just got somebody, one of my, biggest supporters that been supporting me since day one, always emailing me long pages that sometimes I be like, I gotta read over that. Shout out to Dame, you know who you are, King. And I be like, wow, like, I even told him when we finally got on the phone, he told me, he was like, yo, I was ready to pay you $50 just to talk to you and tell you that you a king and don't let nobody stop you and you an ascended master and this, that, and the third. And I had to tell him like, yo, I'm like, what I'm learning about myself, and I even spoke to this about faith, what I'm learning about myself is that I resonate so much with negativity because of my environment where I grew up at, that sometimes it's hard for me to resonate with positivity and love, which is why sometimes even y'all be confused why I just be so invested in it. I probably look like I'm overly invested in the book and the BS, but I really don't be. It's just that I resonate with BS because that's all I know, bro, from how I grew up. I don't know what it's like to go through something and have my mother or nobody in my family come rub me on my back and tell me, baby, everything is going to be okay. You know what I'm saying? I love you. I've never gotten that in my life. I've never gotten just a random hug from my mother and just like, I've never felt a nurturing spirit. Like, I don't even understand how you cannot feel that. Like, we went through so much in our crib. You know what I'm saying? I be having mad vivid dreams of just like my step-pops too. Like, my step-pops be in my dreams a lot, and that's a whole nother conversation. But this clip ended up being longer than I thought it would be. That's cool though. That's great. This might could be a whole video. What I've learned is that, I had to tell him that. Because he was showing me a lot of love and support. And he was like, yo, they just weak. They can never look at somebody like you and really have it in their spirit to acknowledge that. Because they just weak people. They ain't even, a lot of them people probably ain't never really been through nothing. Because anybody that really been through something in life, like how me, I could resonate with you, Eric, like for me. Because I done been through similar, being abused by my pops. And we just talked. We was on the phone for like an hour and 30 minutes. And you could tell we was just aligned the whole conversation. It was not a lick, not even a minute, not even a second, not even a millisecond of any awkward energy. And I never spoke to this person a day in my life. But there wasn't even a millisecond of awkward energy. Not even a millisecond. Why is that? See, a lot of people that's watch my videos, I want to say a lot, because I get it sometimes. A lot of y'all just watch content. Y'all don't even care to go out your way to comment. It's not personal. Nothing is personal. I get that. I enjoy content that I don't engage with or write a comment with all the time. So it's cool for me. I love y'all and I appreciate y'all no matter what. The love and the hate, because like my mans told me too, shout out to my mans Jawan, you know what I'm saying, from uptown in the Bronx. He from where K Flock is from and Dougie B and all that. And that's, just the older generation of the Bronx, like, we not caught up in that. Like, we not caught up in, like, oh, if you from this side of the Bronx and, the young niggas is beefing or our husband beefing, so what up, like, real recognize real. No matter where you from, we don't, we rise above the bull. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the big homie Jawan and the big homie family. I love y'all. And shout out to the big homie Jawan because he told me, he was like, yo, bro, he was like, all that hate just show you got motion, bro. You got motion on the tube, gang. Like, just keep doing what you doing, bro. You got motion. And I needed that. So, shout out to the big homie. The hate can only come from people that are beneath you. Whether it be mentally, physically, spiritually, or all three. physically pertaining to everything physical, whether it be financially, shape-wise, diet, everything physical. Everything physical. Physical to me is 3D. Everything 3D, everything that really got to do with just this matrix, this body. But I'm really operating in the spirit. But like I be telling Faith, and like I want to tell y'all too about me, just to take into perspective, because I look to build a genuine connection with my family on this YouTube channel. So I want y'all to know something about me. My physical is a physical representation. Let me say that again, because sometimes I talk so fast and so smooth because I understand it and overstand it, but I gotta sometimes take it a little bit slow. So let me slow that down. My physical, physically represents what I've been through. But if you are connected to the spirit and you watch me through spirit, then you'll understand me a lot better. But don't get too caught up in my physical. My physical is very intimidating, very rough, but it's a physical. My physical is a physical representation of what I've been through. Right? Just like if I would have lived in the suburbs, and it's like the fact that I even got to put this in perspective, a lot of y'all don't have street smarts. I just have to say that, you know what I'm saying? Because I shouldn't even have to say this. But there's a lot of people that probably don't understand that. If I would have grew up in the suburbs and not have went through what I've been through, do you think that I would look like how I look when you look in my eyes? Let me just take a minute and just stare into your soul. Let me just take a minute to stare into your soul so you can really see and understand and overstand me. Ain't nothing about me, cap. This ain't no image, right? If I would have grew up in the suburbs, do you think that I would have this type of frequency? If I would have grew up with a loving family my whole life, do you think that I would have this type of aura? No, absolutely not. If my mother was giving me hugs, telling me she loved me, not allowing a grown man to abuse me, do you think that I would have this aura? No. Do you think that I would not be able to understand and overstand my own potential to the point where I'm over here relapsing and I'm a public figure and I get so caught up in my own traumas that I forget my purpose and I'm not grounded in my purpose enough because I'm relapsing? Like, I've seen people be unfollowing me sometimes when I be keeping it raw, cried on camera. You know what I'm saying? Because I was just really going through it and needed to express some things on my spirit, and some tears just overcame me and I just let them out, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's people out there that might look at me like I'm weak, and that's sad because I know I'm not weak. But for y'all to think that about somebody is crazy. It shows just the state of this world. But when I see people unsubscribing from my channel because I'm relapsing or whatever, it really bothers my spirit, because it's like, okay, I may not be perfect. Okay, I may be supposed to be a leader and a content creator, but we all men, bro. Like, do you not understand that it's a journey though? Like, at the end of the day, when you choose to make a decision in life and choose to be a better man, do you not understand and overstand that it's still a process? Do you not just at least respect the fact that I even have enough dignity and integrity to even tell you, and I never even met you a day in my life? You watching this video right now, I never met you a day in my life, but I respect you enough to be honest, completely honest. That should tell you a lot about my character, the amount of honesty that I get on this platform with. But like I said again, a lot of y'all don't have street smarts, right? It's pretty much turning into a whole video. That's great. That wasn't even my intention. My intention was to get on here and just post a little 2-minute clip and maybe add it to another video that I was about to do, right? But it turned into a whole video. That's great. Now I'm gonna keep this in mind next time, and I get us, one little spark of an idea could turn into an almost 20-minute plus video. That's beautiful. And that's the beauty of it at the end of the day too, is that one little idea, no matter what I'm going through, y'all can unsubscribe no matter what. I'm gonna still keep, playing around with this platform, trying to find my way and get better in alignment, because at the end of the day, I still could get paid and put ads in a video. Like, this is my diary. And I could put ads in my diary and get paid for, making a diary entry. This is a diary entry, and I could get paid for that. It may not be much yet, but it will be. Because there's going to be a lot of people out here that appreciate that. And because I understand collective energy, once y'all start seeing that it's a lot of people that understand and overstand what I got going on, you'll be back. See, that's what I understand and overstand about people that judge me when I'm going through certain times. I got you emotionally invested. I make you emotionally unsubscribe. It's not unsubscribing you unsubscribe emotionally. Because you're like, oh, I don't rock with this dude. Then you hit the button. That goes to show me that you'll eventually be back just to see, if you know, you know. So now let me get to the quote. If the hate can only come from people beneath you, because if they above you, then they would understand that you are just somebody that is frustrated and struggling and fighting so many different adversities and overcoming so many different adversities. And it's a tough road. It's a bumpy road. It's a very turbulent road. And anybody that has roles above that, truly, mentally, especially, spiritually, especially, they would understand and understand that in order for them to stay grounded in all of the adversity that they had to overcome mentally and physically and spiritually, what it takes to wake up early in the morning, be consistent, push yourself, stay positive. Do you think that they would have it in them to go out their way to dish out negativity to just some struggling YouTuber, struggling guy like me, just trying to find his way out here? Why would they even care? Why would they even care? They care because they're not on my level and they are triggered by me. That somebody like me, I was telling y'all stories about how I was homeless. When I first came on YouTube, one of my first videos that I made was telling y'all about how when I was homeless, I was, had a situation with a Spanish woman that a lot of y'all would like if y'all saw her, right? Because one of the main things that stood out to me about her around that time was that she literally reminded me of one of my favorite porn stars, Rose Monroe. She gave me Rose Monroe vibes, and obviously as an addict, you see a woman that kind of resembles your favorite star. You get the point anyway. And now y'all see me going through a homeless situation again. Y'all saw me living in a room, in a private house, trying to do my thing. COVID came, some things was going on behind the scenes that y'all don't really know about that we're going to get into. And, I ended up back in a homeless situation. And now y'all see me with a woman, a beautiful Indian woman. You know what I'm saying? That if y'all was to have the same type of access to this woman that I have, the amount of comfortable she is with me to, let me just say, share with me. Y'all pretty much see me that it's no cap, that there's something so special about my spirit that it literally can physically shine so bright through what I'm going through, to where a woman, as we all know women for being what? What's the word? Hypergamous. If women are hypergamous and she lives in a whole nother country, Canada, Toronto, got to take a plane. I have not paid for one trip because I cannot afford that, at least during the time she done came over and saw me that I lacked clothes, lacked a lot of things. But when she looked me in my soul, she feels my masculine spirit. And that's all a woman desires. This physical stuff don't, but that's a whole nother conversation. We're going to get more into that. Right? Hate can only come from people beneath you. You know what I'm saying? Because they are trying to knock you off your square and dish out that negativity so that now, you know, you end up getting caught up playing hot potato with them because they themselves don't even want to feel that energy that they have it even in their spirit to dish out. It's not even personal. It's not even like they want to be that way. And you have to try your best to understand that and understand that. And I'm talking to myself as well, right? In order for somebody that's doing better than you to stay grounded spiritually, mentally, and physically in just their routine and everything, they cannot dish out negative energy. Every time I've dished out negative energy, whether it be arguing with anybody or yelling and screaming on the camera because the troll, whatever, all of that gives me brain fog. And see, the people that's dishing out the type of energy that's trying to make me align with that negative energy, they don't really understand that it would do that to me. They don't understand it to that degree. Because if they did, they wouldn't even be doing it. Because if they understood that it would be giving me brain fog, then what would it take for them? What consciousness would they have to be in to dish out a type of energy that could give somebody brain fog like that? Like literally the frequency that's coming out of your spirit can give somebody brain fog. Like they don't even like understand and overstand that. But that goes even deeper. So, you know, I just want y'all to, you know, take that in and understand that. You know what I'm saying? Because this can be a very tough journey. And on this journey, when you're doing things like trying to connect with your, not this alpha talk is not the same as when I talk that divine masculine talk, where we are doing things like blood retention and sacrificing so many things, you know, that the society has put in place for us to be out of alignment and, you know, manifest ourselves into, you know, like for example, you know, I saw a guy get downloads all the time. I seen a guy, you know, with the hood vibe, but you could tell that hood vibe is not really him, right? Like he ain't really, you know, and it kind of just, you know, made me think. The thought that came to my mind was like, I could tell that a lot of men really kind of just want to have that hood aura because something about the hood aura and the way society set it up, the hood aura automatically ordains you some sort of kind of respect. Because, you know, obviously somebody like me, what I've noticed just by default, when I walk in certain rooms and people feel that Bronx energy, that strong, like, you know, minority energy, like people, you can feel the intimidation, right? I was trying to walk into a building because I had a delivery, ringing the bell, right? Ringing a bell on a nice building. There was no doorman, so I had to ring and the buzzer. White lady comes behind me, opens the door. I'm like, oh, okay, bet. I don't got to ring the buzzer. Thank you. Walks in right behind her. She looks at me, automatically intimidated because I had my mask up over my nose. Like these people was afraid of the Swovid, but the Swovid 18, but you know what I'm saying? And now I got a mask on, you shook. Talking about what she said, she was like, I'm sorry, but you can't come in. You still gotta buzz. And then she walks, you know, in fast and tries to get on the elevator. I'm just like, I could have easily just been like, yo, get out my face. Like, mind your business. You don't know me. You don't know what I got going on. Don't tell me what to do. I don't got to do nothing. Who was you? But I'm like, you know what? I didn't have it in my spirit to indulge in that energy. I didn't want to do it. I didn't care to. I felt like my vibration would have got lowered. So I'm like, you know what? I'm like, okay, man, no problem. And I let her close the door right in my face. You know, her walking in the door and making sure the door closed behind her so I don't try to just still walk in. And I let her do all that. I was like, okay. Still went and pressed the buzzer. Let the buzzer buzz me in and I came in. I was annoyed and shit. I'm like, these people, you know what I'm saying? Dealing with these people so no. You know, I was kind of talking under my breath a little bit. She was already gone though. And what's funny was that after I made the delivery, came out the building, you know, me and the universe, you know, we connected, you know, shout out to the universe. I get synchronicities all of the time, right? Comes out the building, walking down the block, still kind of like, just, oh my God, people, bro, like really get on my nerves, bro. I'm just like, you know what, but it's cool. I'm glad I ain't engaged in that. Because I was feeling the benefits of just doing the right thing after the fact. I'm like, it's cool. I'm glad I ain't do that. I'm glad I ain't curse the lady out, do no extraness, take it super personal. I'm glad I didn't do that. Then I see on this building, this number of a building was 1777. 1077. Right? Now, if you somebody that's spiritual and understands numbers and numerology and how, you know, how in moments you see numbers and you just feel this, you know, message from it just, and then when you understand what the 3 sevens mean, I believe the 3 sevens mean evolution. I looked it up immediately and seeing that it has something to do with evolution. I was like, First thought that came to my mind is I'm evolving, you know what I'm saying, past the bullshit. And I'm gonna continue that because that lowers your vibration. Being negative is gonna give you a type of brain fog to make you want to do other things that you're gonna end up coping with outside of yourself, like smoking, something I'm trying to stop completely. I'm back on my Wim Hof breathing method. Getting the high that feels better than that. Back on my Wim Hof beginner's breathing technique, you know what I'm saying? Where you breathe in and out 30 times and you hold your breath for 30 seconds. Then you breathe in and hold it for 15 seconds. Next round, breathe in and out for 30 seconds. Then you hold for a minute. Then you breathe in for 15 seconds. Then you do it again. Another breathe in, breathe out 30 times in a rotation. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get the point. If you want, you know, if you want the link, I could send a link or drop it in the comments or something. Just let me know, comment if you want to know what it is. Or just look it up. The Wim Hof, you know how I use it. You don't even need me to show you that. Just look it up. You know what I'm saying? Just understand and overstand that the hate can only come from people that are beneath you, because anybody that has truly risen above you and is truly doing better than you, like even if somebody's doing better than you financially, don't mean that they're doing better than you. Because doing good financially don't ordain you like real experiences in life. Because a lot of times people that get money end up using their money as leverage, right? People like Andrew Tate that literally said in a video that he uses his money as leverage against women, trying to, you know, brag to them about all of the stuff that he has to try to, you know, use it to his advantage to end up doing business with these women. That is the way that he started his webcam business. Right? People that use their money as leverage are not truly doing great mentally or spiritually. The two things that matter more than anything. Right? So, you know, take that in. I love y'all and be blessed. Salute. I got a math equation for y'all. What's negative 19 plus 12? Probably wondering, what does this have to do with anything? Negative 19 plus 12 is negative 7. Understand? Meaning, usually people that are trapped in lower vibrations are at high lower vibrations. So 19 is the highest number. And now they're projecting that onto you, and you are trying to build up your positive energy. Feel me. But then you get caught up in their negativity and you add to the equation. Now you have this number of negative 7. But see, they have the capability to raise that number because they are the reason why they even brought your number down. You understand? So now you are, you know, fighting an uphill battle, right? So just understand that. If anybody, just understand that if you are a positive person, somebody that understands a lot of things and understands the spiritual journey and what you need to do, understands the marathon of it, then if somebody even has it in their spirit to even affect you in that kind of way, be careful. You have to respect low vibrations as well. Understand that you have to be careful. You see, real men, we respect real things. And respecting real things is respecting even lower vibrations, that if we indulge in these lower vibrations and we don't respect, not even them, just respect the lower vibration and respect our vibration enough, that we would understand that we cannot indulge in that. You're like, you know what? You got that. Unless you absolutely have to indulge, don't do it. And understand that anybody that has truly risen above you, because a lot of people that throw negative energy like to make it seem like the reason why they're doing that is because they better than you and they trying to just like, show you that. No, that's not what it is. So don't get confused by that. It's a trap. It's a trap because that goes to show it's an ego battle, because in order for them, they have to psychologically make you feel like it's okay for you to indulge, because they trying to make it clear that they are better than you. So now the only reason why you feel like it's okay to indulge is because they better than you. But if you truly understood that they were not better than you, then you wouldn't care to indulge. So they have to make it seem like they are better than you in order to achieve you to indulge. Because if you don't indulge and you stay grounded, now they are stuck. Because all of that energy that you did not accept into your spirit, they are fully consumed by. You know what I'm saying? Like they have to deal with that, right? There would be no equation. They would just be at -19. Now, because you engaged, it brought their frequency like that, you kind of helped them. They really just seeking out help if you really pay attention to that equation. See, this is how you have to learn how to break things down spiritually, And I sucked at math my whole life, but I just used math. Like, that's tough, because I used to hate algebra and all of that extra. I used to be terrible at that. But are you understanding? Let me know in the comments and all that. For me, like, really understand that, anybody that was truly doing better than you, they will understand that by universal law, there's just certain things that you can't do. You know what I'm saying? And it's not about praising the universe. Like, a lot of people like to misunderstand me, like I'm praising the universe. God created the universe. I'm very aware of that. I love and praise God, right? I took my shahada, shout out to Allah, and I grew up in a Christian church. Shout out to, Jesus Christ. Shout out to, God of the Christian side. Shout out to both of them. Let me just make that clear before I continue. Anyway, God created the universe, and he created laws that you have to respect in order for you to align with him and the vibrations of him, in order for him to truly accept you in his kingdom, right? That's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about universal laws. And anybody that is truly moving in high vibrations, if they see that you just moving wrong, they just are going to not engage with you. They're going to be like, yo, I don't align with that. So why would they engage their energy in that if they feel like they don't even align with that? Because they are better than that. They wouldn't even be bothered with you. They wouldn't even be trying to do the little petty stuff they trying to do to just make you feel uncomfortable. Because like I said, it'd be two things. Sometimes you don't even be affected by the energy. You just be affected by the intention of it. Or you be like, yo, the fact that you even tried that is what's fucking me up, yo. But take that in on your spiritual semen retention, no fat, celibacy, diet, journey. Love y'all. Salute.